Welcome back. You know, we are officially, of course, into the holidays. We all know that. And you know what? It can be the favorite time of year, but it also can be very exhausting, both for adults and actually for kids too. So we're going to kind of talk through it today. You know what? It's such a beautiful, wonderful time of year, but sometimes all the duties might just take over and really just ruin the whole thing. So Dr. Marty Erickson, the co-host of Mom Enough podcast, has some tips to avoid the overload.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable. I think my son is 22. So I would say out of the 22 years that I've been a mother, I have learned how to taper the stress. But it's not
Good.
easy. And so for young mothers, it just kind of piles on, right?
It does. And I think there are a couple of
and
reasons.
fathers too, but mainly
Yes,
mothers.
yes. Well, and mothers often do carry the bulk of the responsibility for the meals and, preparations, but they also get carried away. And social media just has multiplied this 1,000 times because you see these images of what
And you
other
think, "Oh my
mothers
goodness, I have to
supposedly
do
are
it."
doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's just crazy, really. I mean, turn your social media off until New
If you
Year's or
can.
something.
Yeah, just unplug.
But we also want to program our kids all the time when they're on break, and that's misguided as well. So
Yeah,
that's
let
another
some,
thing.
let some time go by. Okay, we're going to get
Yeah.
to the tips because if we
Yes,
keep talking, we're not, and then
absolutely,
I'll
I
get
know.
stressed out. Okay, so let's go.
Let's
All
not.
right, so here's the first one. Consider your family priorities. Leave more space in the calendar and get fresh air and build in physical activity. Vitamin N is such a big
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's the last one. But
Yeah.
talk about those three.
That's okay. Well, consider your family's priorities. I mean, is it really important that you have 12 different kinds of cookies, or
No.
that all the packages are wrapped with
Perfectly,
bows? I mean,
no.
that's not even good for the environment. So maybe use little gift bags, or figure out another way. My daughter makes these cloth bags that we reuse over and over,
Smart.
and they're beautiful. But just think about what's important to your family and not what you're seeing on media. And then that idea of space on the calendar. I mean, literally, print out or look on a big screen at what your calendar looks like through this holiday break when the
Yes.
kids are out of school. And you should see more space than events.
I
and
love
if you
that. I
don't
love that.
change it.
I
you know?
love that because you know what? When it's over and they head back to school, are you going to be like, go back to school? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Or are you going to be refreshed? Are they going to be
Yeah.
refreshed?
And be
So-
refreshed together in your relationship because we're always so busy.
Yeah,
And
spend time together.
Yes.
All right,
yeah.
we've got some more tips. Take 3 breaths when you start
Yeah.
to freak out. Lower your voice and speak calmly. Reflect on what's upsetting them.
your
Okay, so this
children.
is how you deal. If you get excited, they get excited. If they get excited, you get excited. So don't
Yeah,
continue
it's a
the
vicious cycle. Yeah, and with young children, they're very easily overstimulated. A lot of kids are just kind of geared that way too, so they're more, we had one grandchild who would say, I get hyperstimulated when I go out for dinner. And he says, then I do bad things and get in trouble, which was very insightful at a young
How old
age.
was he when he said that?
He was probably 5 or 6.
Well,
yeah.
he knew.
He did. He knew. He was very self-aware. But we need to realize that kids, if we are going at too fast a pace, they will start to have tantrums. They will fall apart.
And if
They'll
they
start
don't
to
sleep,
cry.
and if they eat a ton
Yeah,
of sugar,
exactly.
And, I mean, which
Yeah, all of those
the
things.
non-sleeping and the sugar, just go with Christmas break because maybe you're watching a movie too late. Maybe you're keeping the kids out of their cycles, out of their patterns,
Yeah.
out of their schedules, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, moms know that, but it's easy to have that happen because it's holiday time. But sometimes you have to go, okay, I'm going to head home with the little one. She's going to nap and I'll be back.
Yeah, yep. And when they start to ramp up too, just even in that moment, instead of saying, you can't do that in a public place, or we're at a party, you've got to behave well, we want to be comforting because this is really a painful thing for young kids. And so we need to comfort them rather
Yeah.
than discipline them.
And they don't
but
need to be
get close
perfect.
to them and bring your voice way down
Bring your
low
voice down.
and stroke their back or something until they calm down, and then figure out together,
Or
what are we
take
going to do
them out
now?
of the situation.
Sure.
Take them out of the
Sure.
situation.
But do it gently
Calmly.
and comfortingly, not,
so
okay, I'm
hard.
getting you out of here. You
It's
can't
so
ever do this
hard.
again. And we, when our emotions are high, that's where we go.
Yes.
And, people like me who are in the business, That's where we go too, because that's the first thing when you
Yep.
get dysregulated, and
Yep.
kids and parents both do it.
Is this what the podcast's about?
Well, it's about this last part about tantrums and meltdowns, and that's so relevant during the holidays because it's peak time for kids to have
And it's on
tantrums
right
and
now, right?
meltdowns. Yes, it is.
It's
we
available right
actually-
now.
We actually have 2 podcasts featured now that are on very different topics for different age groups, and
Great.
one is about taking care of your elders and knowing when they need care.
Ooh, that's a good,
And,
good
so
subject,
both
too.
of those are really good for the
All
holiday
right, so
time.
look up this podcast. It's always great. You do such a great job. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. And
Thank you for
too,
coming
Belinda.
on.
It's great to see
Mom
you.
Enough, Mom Enough. Check out that podcast. 2 really good subjects.